Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our Hot Seat Spotlight series for the Fall 2025 Builder Innovator Summit. Today, I'm joined by Melanie Farrell, who is the Senior Commercial Interior Designer at Wayfair Professional, bringing 15 plus years of design and construction experience. Melanie, welcome to the Hot Seat.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to speak with you today.
Absolutely. We're so glad to have you. With 15 plus years of experience in design and construction, what continues to inspire you in your work?
Honestly, I would have to say probably two different things. One is trying to kind of keep up with what other designers are doing in their day-to-day life. And that goes, not just within the home builder interior design industry, but really across any sort of design field, whether it's art or pop culture or fashion or anything, and just trying to keep up to date with whatever the latest trends are. But then, along with that comes the trends of the technology that we're all using. So, I think that that's a big fear for a lot of designers and a lot of people in the home builder industry is that technology is getting so advanced in so many ways that is there going to still be a place for designers within the world of AI? And I think we're really coming to find that we can use it as a tool to enhance our projects and make our lives a little bit easier rather than seeing it as something that is going to maybe take away.
And I mean, thank you for bringing that up because with the progression of AI, people are using it to just take a quick picture of their space that's empty and ask AI to just kind of, start with a blank canvas and come up with what they should put in their space. So, with that, how are you guys combating that? I know that you specialize a lot in shoppable models. Is that kind of what you are using to combat the progression of AI or
So we don't have as much of an AI aspect to the shoppable model program just yet, but I would imagine that that will be a component in the future.
Mhm.
Basically, what we are using and what we're calling our shoppable models is when we design a model home for a builder, customers can come in and there's a QR code within the model itself, and they can scan that, takes them to our website, and they can shop the actual physical items. That not only benefits just the foot traffic, everybody's always interested, "Where'd you get that sofa? Where'd you get those drapes?" That sort of thing, but
Right.
also, the builders themselves get a percentage of that, sort of similar to how affiliate programs and things like that work with so many companies these days. And then with the AI aspect, we can, I use it actually just today to come up with some new concepts.
Mhm.
As designers, as much as we're out there looking around at different inspiration and everything, sometimes you can kind of get stuck in your own head and
Yeah.
just typing in some prompts, giving me some ideas to kind of build off of on my own, is even just a great way conceptually to use AI.
Mhm.
And then, of course, there's endless opportunities with it that we're barely scratching the surface on so far. So,
So speaking about inspiration, I'm curious, where do you get your inspiration from when it comes to developing the designs and the styles that you guys produce at Wayfair?
I would say first and foremost from the client themselves. So, whether that client is a builder, homeowner, maybe it's short-term rental project that we're working on, really getting to know the client and no one knows their property better than them. Then, of course, we research the area. I have the benefit of my husband used to be in the military, so we've lived a lot of places. So I know a lot of areas already, and we've traveled quite a bit. But I still am never going to know the area as well as the builders and the real estate agents and that sort of thing that we speak with. But then, yeah, just really leaning into whatever the trends are on social media, whatever we're seeing in TV shows and movies and that sort of thing, and kind of, all of that plays off of each other. We're in such a public world these days that it's kind of amazing the inspiration you can get just from staying active with all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So speaking of design trends, at the Builder Innovator Summit, you will be speaking on a panel in our finishes and design track that's revolving around color, material and style design trends. So, with that, and with your experience working with model homes and builders all across the US, what design trends are you seeing that resonate most with today's buyers?
Yeah, this is probably the question I get asked the most as a designer my entire career. What's the trend? And everybody is scared to be too trendy because they don't want to be, stuck with something for years and years that is going to be not that popular coming up. I think we're in a really great place for that right now. People are more open to mixing trends, mixing styles. We're not seeing as much of a just strictly I'm gonna do modern or I'm just strictly gonna do traditional. There's a lot more mix and match, bringing in different elements. I think we're really in a kind of a more of a collected type design phase. I'm
Mhm.
seeing, more and more from clients across the country, and it may be that certain pockets lean more in one direction than the other, but they might still mix in a little bit more of those kind of collected found items, adding more personal touches, that sort of thing. And so even if it's a space that's a model and it's not actually someone's personal home yet, we try to incorporate that personalization as much as we can for the type of client that might be interested in that space. So, so many of us work from home now, obviously, including me. And so, really incorporating home offices and really incorporating different themes, maybe in a children's room that are pertinent to a certain area. So maybe it's a really heavily sports focused area. We kinda do that in as subtle or as an extreme fashion as the builder prefers, so
Have you seen anything that's like maybe used to be a trend that people are just absolutely hating or kind of deterring away from these days?
for years and years, we had this very strict everybody loves grays, then everybody hates grays, and everybody loves taupes, and everybody hates taupes, and that's those color trends that go in and out like that. I think we're seeing a lot more of a mix in that it's not necessarily a one is right or wrong. It's a lot more of a kinda dabble a little bit here and there. Will say one thing that really resonates and stays pretty much always is that when someone is investing their own money, they tend to do the larger, more permanent things more neutral, and then really adding in those pops and fun things and trendier elements in smaller, easier to switch out ways, which has really kind of always been the case, but definitely seeing it a lot more now.
If a builder could only change one thing in their approach to finishes in design, what should it be?
I would say the biggest thing that I'm always trying to encourage with builders is to try to be a little bit more bold in certain key areas. So
Mm,
not being afraid to make a statement, create that kind of social media wall or kind of area that really catches somebody's eye, whether it be through a bold paint color or wallpaper. Maybe it's something that's you know, really, really could, entice buyers in your area to come in. So maybe you're in an area that's really walkable and pet friendly, and you can create a dog wash station. Or if you don't want to go that extreme with something so permanent that you're having to do in the construction process, maybe it's just allowing us when we come in to stage the model home, create areas that kind of showcase more pet friendly little stations, maybe in a laundry room that has a place to hang leashes and water bowls and all that sort of thing. And we can do that and really cater it towards whatever the demographic is. So customers might be walking in house after house after house or searching through online through a bunch of different ones, and you need that kind of standout moment to
mhm.
make you seem much more customized to a particular buyer.
Yeah. I mean, I love the flexibility that you provide, and that's just allowing builders to be more intuitive and be kind of listening more to their clients and being able to adapt to what they may even be things that they don't even know that they want or need. And the builders able to offer that and put that in front of their faces and, kind of bring them ideas as well and help them imagine themselves in the space. And I feel like that's very key.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why I love speaking to the people that are there on site day to day that,
Mm.
hear the comments that they're getting as potential buyers are walking through. Is there a strange little nook that nobody quite knows how to use? How can we highlight that? How can we make it functional? And that sort of thing.
Absolutely. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for just taking the time out of your busy day to sit and chat with me. I really appreciate everything and all the golden nuggets that you were able to give our builders.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for speaking with me as well.
Well, alrighty, if you would like to learn more about Melanie, please check out her profile on builderinnovator.com. And thank you for watching and stay tuned for more presenter interviews. Bye.